Hi, my name is Sharon Abigail Castro Garcia, and I'm studying in the school normal número 4 de Nezahualcóyotl in the bachelor's degree en enseñanza y aprendizaje del inglés en educación secundaria. So, today I'm going to explain the topic of the forum and its investigation about virtual learning objects. So, first, we have the introduction. We have the introduction. And the scholar institutions have adopted in response to the crisis COVID-19 the suspension of face-to-face classes at all levels. They have to generate some areas of the situation in order to continue the learning, to continue the process of the learning. With distance modality, with distance modality, and through a variety of platforms, support and mobilization of the personal education, and yeah. So with about observation and intervention practices, and these practicums were very important because it's the second intervention practices as teachers in training, and that's online classes and that is online environment. And so we have to adapt to the virtual environment. So the purpose of this final project is analyze the observation practices and intervention practices, taking the account the current situation in the online education, in the online environment, in the online classes, and with the help of the metacognition about experience in a new way of communication and learning. So the action plan. The purpose of the professional practicum is to supplement your formal classroom of the theory and the concepts, and to begin the development of professional competency. So, being a teacher at any level requires a significant amount of knowledge and skill. Paying attention to the core competencies for students help to ensure that all teachers and others who work in education are prepared to make school a positive experience for students. And so, here we have the subject of a student. And first, I'm going to explain the contents of my group, and the group that I have, it was first D, and there are 34 students, 17 are women and 17 men. So the topic that I chose was the teacher's role as an impact of a student participation. So why did I choose this subject? And this topic was chosen because in the observation practices, I could see there was a little bit of participation from the students. And it's important to mention that it was their first class with a new topic, and I found interesting this aspect, this characteristic, because when it's the second class with a new topic, of the same topic, the guys are very participate. But when is the first class about the new topic, they are not. So here we have the purposes, and the first one is carry out creative and recreational activities to achieve meaningful learning in the 90% of the students, and at the same time we have an active participation and motivation. And the second one is providing a healthy and friendly environment in the class, developing good rapport with all students, encouraging to speak, and if it is necessary, enjoying the learning space. Okay, so the next one, creative and playful activities. It's important to mention they suggest that teachers' support of active participation and friendly relationship together with creative and playful activities, especially in secondary school. And this enrich the motivation for the interest in academic learning in the school, in the learning of the students. So according to Lastra in 24, teachers are responsible for supporting students' learning and need to interact through a foreign language provision. This provision is possible when the teacher selects materials that are learning-centered, accessible, while all learners bear knowledge of the world, meaningful, interesting, authentic, and challenging. So here we have the resources that I used in my intervention practices, and I used PowerPoint presentations, online games, YouTube videos, songs, Google Forms, and Kahoot platform. So here it's important to mention the style learning of the group, the group purpose, and the personal factors that are the characteristics of the group, and like their learning style of the students in my group. And here we have the visual, the auditory, and the kinesthetic. And I recite the responses of my students, and 11 are visual, 8 are auditory, and 11 are kinesthetic. So sorry, the next one. Sorry, here. There are satisfactory results according to the learning characteristics of the group, and I found some activities for the guys, like online games, YouTube videos, songs, and so yes, that's incredible. And now, with the reflection, conclusion, and recommendation. Teachers must also strive to motivate and educate a diverse group of students. Teachers must establish a student-teacher relationship, create a positive physical and emotional classroom environment, incorporate various teaching and learning activities, or like online learning activities. With a new learning modality and with the virtual learning objects. So a particular challenge facing teachers is to create good pedagogical practices for collective knowledge creation that have consequences for students' identity points and an impact on their personality. Was 1999. So I think that it's necessary to generate a good environment, and if it's online, it's more necessary because the students have to learn in this situation. And I think that we can support with authors, and the teacher have that responsibility that the subject must be clear to them today. Yeah, it's all for my part. Thank you.